Hey guys, Gameboy3800 here. Once again, we're back in Forza Horizon 5, continuing our budget car challenge with another truck. Yep, a while ago we tried the F-450, now we're going to try the F-150. This starts very far down the class, D class, and considering we have upgrades amount to go to C class, we have quite a lot to go. We only have a supercharger upgrade for power, and we do have the best sounding exhaust in the game with the sport, or street exhaust, I mean. And we have a unique option here with the cams. The first two options are as you expect. We get more power and torque for each one. But for the race cams, we actually lose torque. A little bit of torque and horsepower to let us rev higher. Now that will be an interesting prospect. Do we go for that? Or do we go for the usual stage 1 or stage 2 of cams? Not sure what to go for. We are all-wheel drive with this car. We don't get that often. I'm going to go for that stage of cam, I think, but I think I've done a test where even with the less horsepower and torque from the race cams, you can still get it to be more horsepower and torque than the sport cam and valve, despite that sounding contradictory, but whatever. So for our tires, we could go for street tires, and then, this truck has a secret, we go for tire profile. Then we go for, we can go for upgraded rear tire widths. And then yes, here's what we do, we go for the race cams, look at that. We are a screaming V8 now, I love that. Go for that. Go for that. We could get the race or sport brakes. That would be very ideal. Top speed is only awful, not terrible. And look at this. We can get some free PI back with the sport gearbox. You can even stay in C class by getting a race 10 speed. That's interesting. Like, we downgrade by going to a race gearbox. How? Anyway, sport transmission. I think it's a 4-speed, so that's why it's so low. We gotta find a way to save $1,000. We gotta have the good sounding exhaust. I guess we could go for just one stage of that. And then we can get some points and money back by just going for smaller tires. Can't do that. Could do this. Get some money back and points. And we do have the option to put in the overlanding upgrades. It'll cost some money, but we don't have to go down that many points. So I just won't. Why does it cost $1,000 to remove something? Just kick that off. Same there, what the heck? There we go. Yeah, we are well within budget still. Yep, that's probably our build there. Sport tires, sport brakes, or street tires, I mean. We have 8 tire upgrades, is what I'm saying. We don't have much horsepower. And in an ideal world, since we have the budget, I would put this on, and then spend the last of our budget on I don't know, a little bit more power. But the last of our budget is just not enough. So for 9 horsepower and being exponentially more draggy, having the overlanding parts on is not worth it. If we really had the extra budget, like, you see, this will go a little bit of a ways to give us some more free power. It's literally free, like, there's no reason not to, but still. Yeah, like going for that versus going for this. I don't know. There we go, we're technically within budget there. I didn't get a sport diff. I probably should. Yeah, I'm going to. Okay. We've got a... We've got to go back to stock this, and then I guess just stock tire profile to get back to the top of the class. We don't need to be at the top of the class, it's just something I like to be at. So I have a sport diff. Can't get anything else. We have some spare budget, so we will go for the race diff, so that we fill up the budget. And now we fill up the class. So that's our build. Bit of power, and full budget. Even if we don't go for the tire compound, what would we do with 2,000 credits? We'd have nothing, so that's the best call. So yep, it's a 4-speed. That's very tall, so that's why the gearing sucks. So let's fix that. So yeah, all-wheel drive. Or I should say 4-wheel drive actually, because it's not all-wheel drive, it's 4-wheel drive. Gonna lower it down as much as we can. We did get that suspension. Could we have saved 10 PI points? Yeah, but we wouldn't have saved enough in credits to make it worth it. So that's why we went for that. It's not an incredibly heavy truck, so that's actually kind of cool. Like the last Ford truck we had was insanely heavy. Even with a max weight reduction, it was over 6,000 pounds. So yeah, we don't have tire width on this truck. It just wasn't worth the money. 4-wheel drive should help make up for that, but I'm hoping we don't have other problems in vehicle stability. And I can't even go into here and like do a race transmission without doing some other massive sacrifice to power that we already don't have much of. At least in comparison to the leading Oldsmobile. So, yep, that's our truck. Could I go for less cams? Yeah, but, you know, it's only $2,000 saved, so I would have nothing to do with it. I do like doing the drive down to here, so we can get a feel for how the vehicle is. We can really rev it out. And we're going to want to do that because 5th gear is basically overdrive, or 4th gear I should say. Yeah, because 4th gear is useless, maybe I tune it to be a 3-gear car. We are very dirty. This truck is handling pretty well. Wee. So yeah, I really don't know what to tune this car to. Stevie's top 1000, that's cool to see. I don't think I'm going to get top 1000 in this old Ford truck, but we can try. Or did I just ruin my rival select? Yeah, I did. Nice. Alright, so we're going to retune this, I think, again. So that 3rd gear is a little bit taller. We'll lose some acceleration, but, you know, in order to have top speed be a little bit sensible, that's something I want to have. So 3rd gear goes up to the top of there. I wish 4th gear could make it up there, but it just can't, so that's where we're going to have to be. So 4th gear is entirely overdrive. If we shift to it, we lose the game. Let's go. First gear up to 60 isn't bad. And now we just use the rest of the race in 3rd gear. Okay. Interesting. I hope that stays gone for the rest of the race. That would be ideal. Bonk. I thought we'd be using 3rd gear, but I guess 2nd gear, since it's so tall, also works. And listen to it scream, too. It's so good. Speed-wise, was that a good call? No. Oh well. At least I know it can stay flat all the way up here. All that stuff disappeared and then reappeared, so that's less than helpful. Dang. Just the second time I hit that. God dang it. Oh well. Bit of a drift there. That's surprising. Yeah, even with the gearing being where it is, it's not good. I should have had it tight. Oh well. Maybe I could have gone for like stock cams or like stage 1 cams. And then a race gearbox. We would be down PI, I think, but have a controllable power band. What's more important? Being at the top of the class or being a good car? I hope the answer is obvious. And shifting up when I didn't need to there is not going to help. Got the Ford F-150. Couldn't do it. Maybe with a different build from the get-go we would have it, but not this time. I can't even get a clean lap out of it. Despite being all-wheel drive, we are surprisingly slidey, so I guess that's that. Give it up for the Ford. Couldn't quite get it done, though. A fun truck. One of my favorites in the game, especially for the sound. Like, listen to this. It's an insane noise, but that's not enough to win this series, so give it up to the Ford. Couldn't win. That's it for now. We're going to try the next old truck in the game that came out kind of recently. Next time around, to see if that has anything different to say about it. That's it for now, though. Thanks, Gameboya. I'll see you all in the future.